Luckily, Yoshua Bengio has a proposition about this, published in the Journal of Democracy. In a sense, it involves creating a distributed world government. Here's a clip.
A decentralized world government.
Yeah.
Right? Because otherwise we're back to the same problem.
Yeah.
So a government, yeah, we do need a world government. I mean, we've needed a world government to fix climate change, for example, for a long time. But a centralized world government is hugely dangerous. Like, we elect a wannabe dictator and we're all cooked.
Yeah.
And so the democratic institutions that are needed to manage that level of centralization is something we haven't built yet.
So the idea is to set up democratic institutions that control the development of AI. These institutions have to be incremental, democratic, and involve scientific AI safety. Imagine if you had, say, 5 or even 20 different institutions around the world that were all building their own AGI, except that everybody's computers are wired together so that any one of the institutions can press a button and everybody's computers blow up. So if anybody sees something dangerous, they can take action and shut down any rogue systems. I dramatized this a bit here, but it is possible to do this with cryptography, not by actually blowing up the computers. You would probably want to take all of the companies that are currently doing AGI research and turn them into one of these institutions and subject them to the same blowing up the computer rules. This is a great idea, probably very difficult to implement, but there is still one issue with it. You can still have a bad human actor that works at one of these organizations and takes the AGI system out into the world. So it seems to me like you would need heavy surveillance on the people involved with the project. Not on the whole world, just in the people in the institutes. Here's a clip.
If you think carefully, you don't need to surveil everybody. You only need to serve. I need to be watched only to the extent that I have capabilities that are dangerous for the rest of humanity.
Yeah.
99.99% of people don't need that knowledge.
That's right.
It's like if I had a vial with a virus that could kill everyone.
Yeah.
First, not everyone needs to have that, nor the means of creating a new version that I can give to someone else.
Right.
And maybe some people need to study this so we can build defenses, but it's a tiny, tiny minority.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So even with all those defenses in place, there's still a chance that rogue organizations continue to do AI research on their own, especially as computing power starts to get stronger and stronger and cost less and less money. It might even be within the reach of a criminal organization to attempt the creation of an AGI system at some point in the future. That's why controlling the supply chain is important, and a lot of people are already thinking about this. For example, you can put something inside each GPU to track where it is and who's running it. And if too many of them are focused on some unknown project, then you can investigate. So as you can see, this plan involves a lot of different moving pieces. And actually, there's even more. Yoshua and I also talked about having defensive technologies in place. For example, having a local AI system that automatically checks all of your messages for misinformation, or having all infrastructure level code on the internet be written in a way that allows you to formally prove that there is no bugs in the code. While possible, this is a huge ask because there's so much deployed software out there already. But there's a pretty good chance that advanced AI would be great at generating provably secure code. And in case you're wondering, you don't have to blindly trust the AI on that front. It's much easier to check a proof than it is to actually generate one, such that you can do the checking with just a normal program, no AI involved. Here's more from Yoshua. What about the issue that, at least on a cybersecurity perspective, an attacker generally needs a lot less capability than a defender does?
Well, that is with the current state of things.
Yes.
Where there are holes all over the place.
There's a hole every 50 lines of code on average.
Okay. It's even worse than I thought.
Yes.
And so the defender needs to plug all the holes, which is never going to happen.
Yeah.
Whereas the attacker just needs to find one.
Yeah.
But if we make progress on provably correct code, at least for some tasks, like infrastructure management, then we could have the situation completely reversed, where the advantage is on the side of the defender. And basically the attacker can't use a direct cyber attack. It would have to be going through people, which is still a weakness. Of course, we would want to put multiple defensive technologies into place. And all the other work about governance and AI safety technical work, it's all additive. So we should be doing all of it as